Welcome back. Dr. Lorre here. I have many roles, and in this role, I am serving as a facilitator of spiritual awakening, or remembrance, as is probably more accurately described. And this is the transmission that follows our community meditation, where we all came together from all corners of the globe to connect with and remember who we are in our sovereignty and our divinity. And our theme for today was the concept of awakening and what that is and what that is not, and what insights, downloads, expansions that each of us received. So if you're interested in joining the collaboration, just drop the word join in the comments and I will get you connected. We are co-creating an oracle deck based on our insights and downloads. That's called, working title is Sovereign Codes for Spiritual Awakening. And the proceeds benefit my nonprofit organization, the Halen Academy, that brings healing and expansion resources to all. So let's just tap into that meditation. And if you didn't do the meditation, you can find it on my playlist on my YouTube channel. And as we were really coming together and connecting with this sovereign code of awakening and dropping in to remember that that any of these codes, any of these downloads, the awakening process itself is our true nature, right? Your language and society creates all of these divisions and hierarchies and process maps, and everything is separate. You know, the human mind separates things. And perhaps so we can examine them and explore them. And it's also our job to remember that that is part of who we are in our wholeness, in our fullness. So an awakening isn't something that you are not. It is a remembering of who you are and connecting with that knowing deep, deep within. So when we think of and have been conditioned, perhaps you, as I have been conditioned, to think that a spiritual awakening process is something that's separate from me. It's a goal to be attained in the future. It's something that I am not, something that is separate from the essence of who I am. And that's sort of the unwinding and the remembering and the embodying that we are deep within us already that. We are inseparably connected with Source, or whatever your word, your concept is for that which cannot be named. We are that. I am that. You are that. We are all that. And so we are coming together to spend time in that frequency, in that vibration, and embody the remembering of our sovereign and divine nature, which is nothing other than love. And when we kind of drop down and we understand that the ego is part of the human experience. So I'm working a lot right now with the Gospel of Mary Magdalene, and as has been taught through many this ancient text that lie hidden for fear of being destroyed or persecution for millennia. And in Mary Magdalene's gospel, I really resonate with this, is that we are fully human. That is the experience, to be fully human. And what that entails is both understanding that we have egoic structures and we have our sovereign divinity, our blueprint, our innate blueprint, and keeping that in wholeness so that the ego is acknowledged and seen, and we're not trying to separate ourselves from it, or make it wrong or bad or destroy it or hope that it will die. There's just sort of an awareness that it is there, and you can connect to the times when you are sort of in the spider web of some of the powers of the ego, right? And then becoming more fully embodied, that that's an expression of the ego, and here's the expression of my whole self. And they don't have to be separate, because they aren't separate, they just are. So our human mind is so conditioned to think it's either this or that. We're either awakening or we're not. We are traumatized or we're not. Or the ego is active or it's not. And all of those things can and are true all at the same time. Where we focus our attention, what we choose to embody, well, that's sovereignty, the remembering of who we are. That's awakening, the remembering of who we are, and living the truth of that in every aspect of our body, mind, essence. So that is what came through for me for the oracle card and the sacred codes called Awakening. I would love to hear your perspective, your download, and may we continue to come together as a community of sovereign beings to expand in to our true nature. From my healer's heart to yours, and until next time, namaste.